Hey, YouTube, welcome back to the channel. This is Real Nathan Daly, and listen, we have an interesting reaction to do, and my God, this is crazy. Let me tell you why it's crazy. It's involving the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, the currently indicted, the skating on prosecution, Donald J. Trump. Now listen, I've covered Donald Trump before on this channel, but this right here is next level. The allegation this man just made, oh my God, next level. I'm gonna play a clip because he's talking about DA Fani Willis here in Atlanta. You guys, as you know, she brought up charges against him in reference to the conversation he had, in reference to election fraud. He's talking to Raffensperger, and they're like, yo, where are the votes at? You know, you guys are playing around. You know, I won Georgia. Listen, this is getting deep. He makes a lot of allegations, makes a lot of statements, and it's wild. It's absolutely wild. I'm gonna play the clip. Before we get into that, you guys, please check out the merch below this video. Get your Facts Over Feelings t-shirt. You know, I'm all about the facts over feelings. I don't care about your feelings. I care about the facts, you guys. That's what we do over here on this channel. And then also subscribe to the channel, share this video, and then make sure you let me know your thoughts. How do you feel about this conversation? I love to hear what you guys have to say. So anyways, let's dive into this news clip.
And it would have been terrible because it's all bogus. But why, if they were going to do it, why didn't they do it 2.5 years ago before the election, right? They waited till the election. They waited. And I probably have another one. They say there's a young woman, a young racist in Atlanta. She's a racist. And they say, I guess, they say that she was after a certain gang and she ended up having an affair with the head of the gang or a gang member. And this is a person that wants to indict me. She's got a lot of problems, but she wants to indict me to try and run for some other office. What's going on in this country is, and by the way, wants to indict me for a perfect phone call. This was even better than my perfect call with Ukraine. Remember that call? That was a perfect call. This one's better. This one is more perfect.
Wow, okay. All right, well, slow down, Trump. We gotta slow down, Trump. What is he saying? He made an allegations reference to the DA. And he made a couple allegations. And here's the thing about politics, you guys, the games that they play. If you can take down a big fish, that goes towards your resume. And we've seen this play out in Atlanta before. Let me tell you where we saw this play out. During the protests for George Floyd, during the rioting in Atlanta, our mayor at the time, the mayor of Atlanta, Keisha Lance Bottoms, she aligned herself with the crime, and she aligned herself with the propaganda. She aligned herself, obviously her being a Democrat, and she pushed a narrative in order to catapult herself politically, in order to protect herself politically. We also saw that with the DA at the time, who was trying to prosecute the officers during the Rayshard Brooks shooting. He did everything he could possibly to try and protect his position, to try and placate to the propaganda, placate to the left agenda, all for the purpose of either securing, maintaining his position, or seeking a higher level in political office. We see this happen all too often. Instead of being honest, instead of being true, you lie to the people, or you placate to a certain group of people that is your voter base, right? You don't want to tell them the truth, because you know if you tell them the truth, they're not going to vote for you again. And so what Trump is saying in this moment, he's saying, listen, she's only trying to prosecute me. She's only doing all this smoke and mirror and this dog and pony show so that she can seek for a higher political office. Right? She wants to be the one to say, hey, I tried to take down Donald Trump, or hey, I'm the one who took down Donald Trump. He's saying there's a bigger agenda, right? This has nothing to do with the election, it has everything to do with her. He's saying that she has a selfish agenda. Then he also talks about, right, a conflict of interest. He's saying, hey, how's this woman over here judging me? And she had an affair, allegedly, with a gang member, the leader of a gang member. Now, hold on, time out, Trump. Let me tell you something. Trump got his ears to the street, all right? And I tell people all the time, when you're pursuing these positions of power in politics, all of your closets get opened up. Somebody knows something that knows somebody that somebody you knew, and they're willing to tell for a little bit of money. You guys, rumor has it, word on the street, that there's some truth to that, right? Now, granted, a person's past is the person's past, but how far back are we going, right? How far back? And to suggest that a woman of her caliber has fraternized with, a man that is in the streets, right? A gang member or a man who's into the drug game or something like that. That's not far-fetched, right? Essentially, he called this woman Angela Valdez. Y'all know, y'all watch Power, right? And you see how that went down. The truth of the matter is, yeah, it's not a stretch of the imagination to say that, hey, these women like bad boys. Literally, we see it happen. We saw this play out all through these trials lately with YSL, right? We saw this happen, right? You know that she brought on this massive RICO case, gang case against YSL, the slime gang, right? What happened? You had women who were working in the courtroom. You had women working in the jail, all being arrested, all being charged for what? Sneaking drugs in the jail, sneaking contraband in the jail. You had nurses losing their job, losing their license behind these men who are incarcerated, right? This has been going on for quite some time. It's gone on recently. So no, we had an attorney, God rest her soul, was killed by her thug boyfriend, right? And no one could make sense of it here in Atlanta. You guys, these things happen. And I'm going to say, these sisters love these bad boys. This is a fact. So again, there is some talk of the town, right? A couple years ago about Fani Willis' affiliation, her close intimacy with people in that other lifestyle. Now, how true it is, we about to find out. Why do I say that? For Trump to be bold enough to throw that Trump card down on the table, listen, the brother knows something. He knows something. And you got to remember, to make a statement like that, be risking of defamation. Now, he said he heard. He heard. He's protecting himself. I heard, right? So he didn't make it definite. But I will say this, something's going to come out. Something's going to come out. And I think he waited for this moment. You could tell he was holding on to that one. Listen, Trump is not a newbie at this. You're talking about a guy who is a global, international businessman. He's been playing these type of games for a long time. He's been playing politics behind the scenes for a long time, you guys, a long time. To think that he would let a situation like this without getting dirt on somebody, I find it highly unlikely. So listen, and people are saying, okay, the phone conversation, whatever, perfect. I listened to the conversation, the one that they released publicly. I listened to it, you guys. I didn't see anything there that was illegal. Now, granted, I want to see what evidence they have, what other evidence they have here in Georgia, suggesting that he tried to manipulate the numbers or force people to change the actual election outcome in Georgia. So, listen, some of us here in Georgia, you guys who are out here working, there are things that we know that the public doesn't know. I know that they did some fraudulent stuff here in Georgia. That's something I know for a fact. And so whether or not that was enough to make the difference in the election, regardless, I know it happened, right? And so if it happened, then absolutely, I think it's possible. And so I think they did a great job manipulating it and fudging the numbers. And again, there's a lot of people here who know that, but they did an amazing job censoring a lot of the truth. So anyways, you guys, Trump is off the chain. And listen, this man doesn't give a damn. And honestly, that's what I love about him. He keeps it as real as he can keep it. And I want to know your thoughts on this. Was he out of line? Did he cross the line? Now, he called her racist. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know the basis behind him calling her that. I don't know if there were things that she said maybe about him or where he's trying to make the connection. So that's a new one for me. Anyways, let me know your thoughts, you guys. What do you think about him saying that she herself is in a conflict of interest? He's basically attacking her integrity and attacking her credibility. How can you prosecute me when you're out here having affairs, allegedly, right? So what are your thoughts on the comments? Is he grabbing straws? What else could he have to lose, right? They are trying to prevent this man from running. again for the next election, and I don't think they're gonna be able to stop him. I just don't think they're gonna be able to stop him. So, anyways, let me know your thoughts, you guys. Like, comment, and share in the comment section. With that, good night. God bless.